Hello and welcome to Resident Evil, the 1996 game, which was then remastered in 2002 and then put onto PC in 2012, the version of which we are now playing. That's the third one we're doing, not the first one I mentioned, and definitely not the middle one. I hope you're all going absolutely fantastic. I'm very excited to get back in and go and play a piano, because I located the music and didn't put it down like an idiot this time. So, we get right into it. Thank you, Pretzel, for being extremely jazzy tonight with that. What is that song? I'm going to like it. I liked that one. That was a good song. Well done, Pretzel. You impressed me. Let me load into the game. So I did get the music and everything like that. So we are ready to go. And hello, Ronan and Sleepy and Barry. Of course. Resident Evil part 75473. Oh yes, it's part 4, by the way. It's part 4 of the Resident Evil game, which I mentioned. So it's part 4 of that. Oh, I'm not going to do the whole intro again. Talos, this is for you in future stream. Try to remember this moment. Resident Evil part 75473882. Definitely the right part. It's definitely the right part. It's 100% the right part. So, level 17. Yes, level 17. It's save 17. This is our 17th save. I feel called out by the number of saves the game is having there. Like, it really lets you know. Fear can't kill you, but that clock can drive you insane. So, we are in this room. I did a little bit of inventory stuff. So, we've got some spare inventory. As you hear, music sheet here. I put my combat knife down. And do you know what we're going to do? I was looking at this just before the stream, and I was thinking to myself, there's that cursed emblem that we had that I got stuck with. But now that we have boxes, I figure we're just going to pick the emblem up and we're going to shove it in a box. And that way I can be happy forever. Oh, it's storming. How lovely. I guess it would be really weird if, like, Resident Evil was happening and outside it was a really bright, sunny day. Do you know what I mean? Like, just outside, it's like, oh, look at all the sunshine. It's absolutely lovely. What a lovely day to be murdered by zombies and eaten by wild dogs. It's just so lovely. Is that, I think, your piano room from memory? I know it's like Code Veronica because it might give you a rating at the end of the game and your saves count towards it. Oh, really? So, like, if I end the game and the game is like, wow, you saved a lot. You're pretty basic, aren't you? That'd be great. Like, I get a B and it's like B for basic. And it's actually a really low rating and Resident Evil is actually high school snarky. What? I assume the more saves you have, Sleepy, the worse you do. I prefer playing horror games when the sun is shining. Just a nice, bright, sunshiny day. Like when I played Code Veronica, I took like 20 plus hours and saved like 30 times. I got a really bad rank. So it was like, what were you doing? Were you being cautious? Were you being careful in our survivor horror? We don't take kindly to that here in Code Veronica. I do like that a lot, because a lot of Resident Evil games do give you rankings. Which is fun. Will you take the musical score sheet? Yes, I will. And do you know what we're going to do? We're actually going to look at the items. So for one, I didn't even look at this before. Musical score. Okay. The beginning and the last sections of the music are missing. Ah! Right. So if I had examined it instead of picking up a piece I would make a terrible detective. Like, I would just rock up to the crime scene and there would be like this knife laying on the ground that's like bloody or something like that, and me just pick it up like, this knife, this could be useful for something, throws knife into the hedges, finds body, this body, it has holes, I wonder what could fit in the body. Looks at bushes where through knife. If we'd actually examined our evidence here, then we would have realized we were looking for this. I was wondering why we needed the musical score, and now we know. Because the parts are missing. And hello, Faceless, how are you going? We're just discussing the perks of actually using evidence when in an investigation. It's time to find keys and open doors. I'm here to kick ass and open doors. So the Moonlight Sonata. Can I zoom out? Okay. Oh, what about this? Can we combine you with that? Oh my god, look at it. It's magical. No. Sheet music. It's titled Moonlight Sonata. Is there anything else? No. Okay. I'm just being annoying to the game now. All right, Jill, to the piano. I really hope this works because an expensive looking grand piano. Well, use your music, sheet music. No, use. Oh, thank God. This is not the first time a Resident Evil character has started playing piano in a game. Didn't they do that in Resident Evil 5? Wasn't this in Resident Evil 5? Like, Sheva started playing it? Or was it Jill again? I swear to God, I'm having flashbacks of a Resident Evil character playing a piano and my character going through a wall and being like, come over here. And me yelling the character's name. Is this a fever dream? Do I just imagine the girls of Resident Evil playing the piano? Is this some weird underlying interest I didn't know I had? Or is this something that happened in Resident Evil 5? I will keep pronouncing... Oh, you're technically doing an assessment, Faceless. What's your assessment on? Guys, remember, Talis's brain hasn't had time to cool down after last time, so she could still go at any time. I'm like lost in this fantasy of Resident Evil girls playing piano songs. There is no R in Sonata. Magic piece of music we all love. How about that? How's that title? Can we go with that one? Frank Sinatra. Look. And I was being added, as long as you guys know what I'm talking about, all the music nerds can cry, and that's fine. I make all of you cry in various ways. What I'm doing here is I'm just reaching a new part of some of you who maybe previously when I've mispronounced things or I've done things stupidly, you thought you were protected and safe because I wasn't coming for something you love. But here I am, touching your classical music and getting it all muddy with my tongue and bad ways of saying things. This is not a good sentence. I'm aborting this sentence. Hello? What are you? Will you take the gold emblem? Yes. I regret take- No, wait, no! I have something to shove in you! Hang on, I have something to shove in you. Come here. Look. Is it like the knife? Can I use you? Yes. Door open? Yes. Ha 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 ha. Thank God I'm a bitter person and was angry at that wooden emblem for being free when, like, all my other evidence was locked in a box and I'd carry... Like, that was the main reason I picked up the goddamn wooden emblem again, was because I was like, well, while I'm here, I'm going to take it and shove it in my prison of treasures. So thank God I did that. I would suggest a dirty line counter, but that would drive Bazza insane. We do have phrasing, Faceless. We do have a phrasings counter. Trevor's diary. 11 days have passed since arriving on this estate. How'd I end up like this? A guy in a lab coat bought me a meager plate of food and said, sorry to put you through this, but it's for security reasons. That's when it hit me. It all makes sense now. There are only 2 people that know the secret of this mansion, Sir Spencer and myself. If they kill me, Sir Spencer will be the only person that knows the secret. But for what purpose? It doesn't matter now. It's too dangerous here. My family, I hope they're all right. I've decided to escape. Jessica, Lisa, I pray you are safe. How could I be so careless? I lost my favorite lighter, the one Jessica gave me for my birthday. Now it's going to be that much harder to escape this dark place. November 13th, the date when my fate was sealed. My aunt was hospitalized just 3 days before that. Jessica and Lisa said that they were going to visit her. I wish I could be there with them. But wait, even as I'm writing, my memory is coming back to me more vividly. Just before I passed out, I remember the man in the lab coat said something like, most likely your family is already... I pray for their safety. Somehow, I managed to get out of that room, but getting out of this mansion won't be as easy. I have to get past all the booby traps, tiger eyes, gold emblem. I have to try and remember for my own sake. What a lovely diary entry. We do have... This is too upbeat for the subject matter. I quite enjoyed how I read that one out. I hope they're okay. Your family already... I don't know why, I just enjoy reading the... No. What do you think we should do with the gold one? Should we shove it into more places? So that's not a door. I was trying not to go through a door. Shove it in something. It has to okay. So the rule of Resident Evil is this. Pick up an item and shove it into some other item. Normally some item that looks like it. So that's the elevator. We can't actually go down here, can we? Shove it with your knife and gold shavings to your head. Oh, we should stare at it. Hang on. Gold emblem. It's gold all around the outer edges due to frequent fitting. Frequent fitting? Okay, hang on. So, okay. So frequent fitting, right? So that kind of implies to me that someone is picking it up and putting it places. And I assume that they're not picking it up and just shoving it back in the stat. We have been here, yeah. I assume that they're not picking it up and just shoving it back into that statue we stole it from, right? So, if it's from frequent fittings, then the only other place that the emblem would go that we've seen would be where the wooden emblem went, right? So, is this meant to be a case of, like, you pick up the wooden emblem, like, a really... I kind of hope I'm wrong about this because this is such a stupid way for someone in the mansion to have keys. But what I'm thinking is that wherever you put this gold emblem, right, it opens up something, right? So it's a key. So if it is meant to go where this wooden emblem was, that would mean whatever this opens up, to do it every time, you would have to get the wooden emblem, go to the other room, play Moonlight Sonata, and then open up the door, grab the gold emblem, swap them out, come back here, put the gold emblem in, do whatever you want with the open door, and then repeat the process in reverse, I assume. There's an indentation where the emblem used to be. Which, like, that's such a bothersome... Okay, it's a very bothersome... I'm onto you, Resident Evil. Wait, what? I'm sorry. It doesn't open a door or anything, it opens a clock. Never mind. And they are big they are big emblems. Like they're big and heavy. Like you'd be walking around. Like you couldn't imagine if you were a child, you couldn't actually can we stop the infernal clock ticking? Are you in this room? Can we when the two have run each other through the path to your destiny will open. Okay. Yes, that sounds pretty normal to me. How else does anyone else go through their front door? Like the side door's torso. And how does it know which emblem is which? I'm assuming weight. Faceless. I would assume weight. So I assume that the wood and the gold weigh differently, right? So if you put the wood one into where the gold is, it doesn't trigger whatever opens up this clock. So if you were to take the gold emblem out, the weight wouldn't be there, so it would shut. So that's what I'm thinking. But, so this, okay. It looks like you can turn the gears inside the clock. Try it? Yeah, sure. Turn which gear? Oh, bejesus. Leave. Small, what does small do? Turn in which direction? Right? Oh, you're going the opposite direction I would have thought then. Turn in which direction? Oh, which gear? Turn in which direction? Turn in which direction? I don't know. Left? Yes. In which direction? Keep turning? No. Nothing happens. Maybe it's got something to do with the helmet, shield, armor, and sword decorations. That's fair, Jill. I'm glad we're doing this with this really not agitating ticking sound at all. So, when each other have run each other through, so No, I didn't mean to do that. No, don't make me do it again. Okay, so what I'm thinking then is like... left. Left. No, I want to go right. I want to go right. No, turn small. Turn in which direction? Right. So, if I... because they've now gone through each other. Damn it. Alright. Damn it. This breaks my theory. So, turn in which direction? Right. This is probably not it. Nothing happens. Okay. Have you tried hitting the clock with a hammer? I wish I could face this. That is the best solution. Hammer. I wish I had a hammer. Like, because I'm thinking they've got to run through each other, right? So, like... and... like, that's... okay. And then if we go large, and we go right, like that's gone through it, right? Large, to the right. So that is, no, has this, no, nothing happened, okay. When the two have run each other through, the path to your destiny will open. Like, obviously the hands have to point at something. Or do you think I need to, like, rotate them around the cross? I guess a sword is what usually runs through, but realistically a sword shouldn't run through any of these types of armor, so don't use actual sword fighting logic. Use game puzzle logic. Oh, it's got to be the answer. Hammer clock. Hammer time. Well done. So... was there a painting on the wall? Yes. They are being stabbed. The painting is at 9 o'clock-ish. Alright, so the big hand would be at what, 11? And the small hand would be at kind of 1500? Which gears? Small, turn that. Oh no, I wanted to go left for that one. Hang on, come back. Large. I think it was at... oh, my brain is going backwards. Okay. So I want that one at 11. No, okay, so it goes past 11. To be clear, but I see the sword fighting in the painting. Yeah. I was thinking... if it doesn't work, look at their tunic colors. Yeah, it won't... we've got green and red, so the small hand is being held... like, the small sword showing is being held by the red guy, and the long one by the... blue. So short on red. Yes, I would like to turn your clock. And long on green. Okay. No. No, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry, game. Let me back at the clock. Yes. Large. Right. No, wait, hang on. Is that yellow or green? Jesus Christ. I think this shield is yellow. Okay, so I think this is green. Or is it? Yeah. Large. But then we're just coming back to this. We're just coming back to 6. That's the thing, right? Okay, it's not so... okay, so. It comes back to 6, which we tried. Haven't looked up the answer. Doesn't make sense to me, but can you let know if you want? Is it something like because they have to run each other through? Do I have to like... Do I have to like turn the hands through it? Like... small... I don't know if this is going to work. I don't think this is going to work. Turn which gear? The large one? Turn which gear? The large one? Turn which gear? Large... Left. Turn which gear? The large. Left. Because the problem I have is I don't know when it's like resetting and not. Nothing's happening. Alright, what's the hint, Barry? Well, I'm out of ideas. I know, I was wondering if like, because like they ran each other through then. What's the hint, Barry? Because yeah, like I'm... You just have the answer, no hint. How close are we to the answer, Barry? How close have I gotten? Have I gotten close? Because the thing is, I'm thinking, like, maybe I even have the hands on the wrong thing. Nothing's happening. Alright, Barry, tell us what to do. I feel like this... It's hard to say because it doesn't explain in the thing I read. I see. Move the large hand twice in either direction. If doing this from the original position, we'll read 6 o'clock. Hang on, but didn't I just move the large hand twice before? Hang on, okay. I swear to God, I just did that before I read that out, that I moved it. Hang on, alright. Twice in any direction, so it's going to be on the sword. So, alright, thank you, Barry, by the way. Try it again, yes. Turn which one? Large. In any Turn the large hand, right? Okay. That was a small. Alright, well, hang on a second. So then this should be easy, because this is... Yeah, so small turns the large, so we just want to bring that back to the sword. So, we're going to button mash. Alright, so that's once, everybody. I'm trying to figure out how they got here. I guess, like, if it's in the original position, right, then it was like what we said before. Nothing happened, Barry. Was that 1.5 times? Does it actually... Yeah, I thought originally both pointed up. Maybe because the painting looks like a guy getting stabbed in the chest and the other guy getting stabbed in the head.
And you
failed. It could be. So, that just failed. Do we have to do it, like... Maybe it counted that as, like, 1.5. Like, it really wanted it to do it again. Alright, that is 1 full rotation, right? Move it twice, not move them... Oh, just twice like that? Oh! Oh. Nothing happened, Barry. And hello, Sir Meowington. How are you going? I hope you're going well. We're losing our minds to a clock. So hang on. I thought you meant... So move the large hand twice in either direction if doing it from the original position. So it will read 6... Oh, so what you're saying... Oh, now I think... Okay, I thought you were saying you just need to turn it in either direction. But now I'm with you, Barry. Okay. Wait, didn't we have this before? No, why are you doing this, Talos? No, 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 no. No. God damn. Welcome, Sir Meowington, to Talos Plays with the Clock Badly. God damn it, I want to die. I keep button mashing because I'm getting frustrated with the friggin' clock. Because you have to go through all this text to get back here. Yes. Turn which gear? Large. Left. You have a clearer answer, you think? Large. Barry, nothing is happening. Big down, little up. We had this before. That's the crazy thing. What's your answer, Faceless? What do you think it's meant to be? So it's 12:30, what you described, isn't it? Like, it is supposed to be the opposite. Okay. So it's supposed to be the opposite. Because, yeah, the little hand points out the hour, right? So if it's meant to be 6 o'clock, then it's a little hand down. Because it's the long one is like... So you've got the short hand points at the hour because the hour is more obvious. Then you have the longer hand that points towards the minute. And then on some clocks you have the really long hand because it points towards the second. The shorter hand to point to the armor while the other hand is on the helmet. No, it was the opposite way. Yeah, so small hand is the hour. Okay. Right, I should be more worried about this. I can see. And hello, Kite Guy. How are you going? I hope you're going well. That's why the kids use digital clocks, so we don't have to think about the hands. Like, I used to use an analog clock all the time. So I think what was happening there is that the miscommunication between big, as in what the game was saying, because like the small one moved the big hand, the big one moved the large hand, and then we're all going large, big, small, and we're all going back and forth. So I think that's why we all were like, the time is doing the stuff. I understood your answer, Barry, don't worry. I'm glad you understood, Sleepy. Oh, it's a key, everyone! Mansion key! You came at a good time, Kite Guy, as we figured out the mystery of the clock that would never stop ticking and drove Talos insane. What do we have in our inventory? We have 2 keys now. Let's get out of here before the ticking kills me. So, I think the painting was the key there, I would say, is because it was the colors. So if you pointed them at the color, because we had it. We actually had the answer, just we had the hands the wrong way round before. Because I was looking at I was looking at the size of the swords because it's me. So we actually had the answer just slightly the wrong way round. That was interesting. So, do you know what? We are going to go back into the horrible ticking room again. I wish Jill had smashed the clock. Wait, is that the entrance? Just so that we don't have to hear the ticking every time we come into this one room. I just want to save the game while we're here. I was using game terms where everyone was adding their own definitions to make it more complex. I thought you were talking about the literal hands, Barry. Like, I thought you were adding the literal like, you're talking about the literal hands. We will save. We will save over this one. Alright. So, good news. That is the quickest we've gotten a key in all 4 streams of Resident Evil, I think. We got a key within 30 minutes, everybody. Congratulations to us. There was a large as a menu option. I don't know what you mean, Barry. Let's forget about the clock. We can all forget about the clock together. So, we have 2 keys. If we look at the map, we pretty much explored the left side. So there's more on the right side. So there was actually more... Oh wait, we've got the key. So I think Snake Man has, Kenneth. It's Kenneth, right? It's Kenny. Yeah, it's Kenny who's dead. Wait, no, it's Richard. Kenny's the one downstairs. Richard is the one upstairs. So Richard lived through here. Because I'm pretty sure Richard had more doors we just didn't discover. Because we went through the left-hand side, not the right-hand side. We do have a new key, though, now. So, can I open up whatever is over this way? Ah. Hello, you're a red door. Use the mansion key. Which one? I don't know. Was it our old key or our new key? I'm going to run into a wall at high speed to remove my memory with that instant ticking noise. Thank you, Barry. I'd appreciate if we all ran into a large... Ooh. This is new. Hello. Woe to those who disturb my sleep. There's a switch here. Press it. No. I'm not pressing that switch. Not till I investigate the room. There's something in this depression. Is it your feelings? But the grate is in the way, and you can't reach it. How mocking. Can I interact with you guys at all? Hello. Hello. The sleeping night. You're sleeping, are you? The sleeping night. I'm gonna have to touch this, aren't I? I can't seem to interact with anybody else. Oh! Jill pushed a thing. Can you push this? Can you push this, Jill? Okay. Do I have to push you all back? I feel like Jill just set off the alarms. I like that, Shadow. Just as like that happens in the trap undoes itself. The jump scare didn't get me, but it was absolutely comedically hilarious at the time. So well done there, because that was very funny in the game. I was looking up random facts about Australia, and I was surprised by the population. I thought it was going to be like 100 million. Are you surprised by like how we're not that many? With all the land. It's because, Sleepy, most of Australia is an angry, angry train that will murder you on sight, and nobody wants to live in it. The places that people want to live in Australia, basically, it's all over one side of the coast. And then sometimes we put people in the Northern Territory, and that's called the punishment land, because it's just hot all the time. So there's some people there. There's pockets of people being terrified by the sun there. But then everyone else basically lives on the coast. And then I'm told there's this thing called Western Australia that exists. So it's also there, and the people there also live on their version of the coast. But they have even more land that people don't live in. But that's why Australia doesn't have a lot of population, because, like, you don't want to touch most of Australia. Australia looks great on the outside, very, very burny on the inside. Why do I have a feeling the knights are going to turn alive and whoop all butt? I know, I'm very worried about that. I'm very worried about that. So you've thrown away the idea of upgrading your graphics. I'm just upgrading the whole computer instead. That's fair, Shadow. You're like, I'm just going to upgrade the entire thing instead. That makes sense. Can you push it? Okay. So you don't like going in. You're the non-believer. What about you? If I shove you in? Alright, why haven't I just pressed the button? Because, like, he just keeps popping out. So I guess he's going to try and murder me? But, Shadow, what are you going, like high-end as you can PC, or are you just going, like, the bare minimum to get a new one working type thing? How long has it been since your previous upgrade? Like, how much of an upgrade are you looking at here? Is it going to be like, oh my god, that's the best upgrade ever? Like, wow, complete difference? Or you're not looking at too much of an upgrade? All the settlers are just swarming with camels and kangaroos and brumbies at an unsustainable levels. I love brumbies. Brumbies are the best. We need more Brumbies in Australia. Sounds like a magical place. You're going to flip this island if everyone else stands on the coast. I know, right, Kai Guy? It's a surprise. Like, if you wanted to, if Australia got nuked, you wouldn't have to try hard. Like, this is the thing. Like, Fallout can exist in America because, like, you can nuke parts of America and you're still going to have a civilization left. Like, you're still going to have a population somewhere that can come back and be raiders and cool stuff and things. But if you nuke Australia tactically, like, Australia's just dead. All you come back to is really, really angry emus, which is fair. I get it. But, like, we're screwed. Australia is screwed if we get nuked because we're all in one location. Like, we've put all our eggs in one basket. Amazing graphics aren't worth running 50 meters of cable for Ethernet. Ideally, you're going for a prior gen. Fair enough. So you're like, it's going to be an upgrade. It's not going to be like state of the art. I've spent all my money and will be in debt for 1,000,000 years. But it's going to be like a definite up step from what you've got. That will be fun. The emu rise again. The emus will rise again. Woe to those who disturb my set. You know I'm disturbing it. Go on. Fight me. Fight. That's gas. Jill, that's gas. Jill, that's gas. Jill. I don't know why I think saying your name is going to help. Jill, stop coughing. Stop coughing. Jill is injured. Jill is injured and afraid in the room of gas. We can't beat the emus, Kite Guy. The emus win. Jill. I should turn that into a soundbite. Just me saying Jill over and over again. Jill is injured, everyone. Go back in there. Is there like a trick to it? All right. Okay, so what I did, like, this guy popped out last time, right? So he popped out. He didn't like it. So this time, what about if we push in the other three? Because the other three went in. So what if we push the other three in? And then we try it. Because maybe they didn't like that I touched him at all. Like, maybe he's like, you've touched me, I'm going to put poisonous gas on your face. Or he can just slide back because I did that. I'm suspicious. Jill, we might be getting me saying your name a bunch again. Go to the gas button. Jill and I, the science guy. The build at the moment is based on the new graphics card being PCI 4, the old card and motherboard being PCI 3. So it would mean upgrading to a Ryzen 4000 series with RAM and large case. Fair enough. I imagine that's going to take... Well, do you think that'll take a while for you to get the parts to upgrade it? So Tao, could I convince you to stream a new Vegas playthrough as a shotgun build? As in, just using a shotgun, Ronan. I do like the shotgun. But I don't know if I could do a whole... Like, I think I'd go crazy if I could only use the shotgun. Jill is in the mansion filled with slow and tough zombies and little to no weapons. Finds room filled with swords and axes and be like, nah, I'm good. I'll just keep my puny little pistol with little to no ammo left. I know, Sir Meowington. Grab a sword and a shield or something. Yeah, please don't gas her. Please don't gas her. Please don't gas her. Okay, so, everyone. When faced with a puzzle... Be suspicious and move in a way that makes no sense to yourself, but your brain is saying, don't touch the naughty square, and then the puzzle will solve itself, apparently. No, and you have them in a week. Oh, nice. So it won't be too long till you get the new one, Shadow. That's good. Just gotta become a tank, and there's tons of ammo types. I've just gotta become a tank, Ronan. I've just gotta become a tank. I was actually considering doing like a Fallout replay or something like that, but like where I had to be a good person, so I could only make the good choices in the game, like a good karma one, just because I just know that would kill me to be good karma, like not being allowed to eat people, having to be nice to everyone and make the right choices. It would kill me. A spear is the weapon against zombies. Well, okay, so that's curious. Like, because you can't really decapitate. Will you take the jewelry box? Yes, I will. I actually didn't even look at what I had then. Like, that's the thing. Like, wouldn't a sword be the best because you could decapitate the zombies? Like a long sword? Or not even a long sword. A short sword, maybe. But like a spear if you're poking from far away. But what if the spearhead comes off? I have absolutely no idea what to do with the music box. Must be a way to open the box. There's a switch. Will you press the switch? Oh my god. Did we... It's not necessary. Okay, hang on. Examine. Did we not press the switch? There's a switch. Will you press it? There's a switch. Will you press it? Oh! Oh, neato! There was a mask inside. Death mask. Cool. Awesome. We just like discard the music box. Guys, we have another death mask. Let's go heal Jill and then we'll go put our mask in its masky spot. Go Jill. Go Jill. Who on earth would think that making a literal gas room in their own house is a good idea? Except Jeff. I know, right? Like, it's a very Jeff room, isn't it? Like, it's very much a thing that Jeff would do. I want to get to my safety room. Jill hurty. Jill very hurty. But safety room... The safety room is downstairs. Let's take Jill to safety room. Spear's worst weapon in general. Only better option for zombie epoch is the crowbar for additional utility. But wouldn't the spear, like... If you had multiple zombies coming at you, wouldn't it be too slow? There's a perk that negates 10 points of armor regardless of ammo type. Like, I'm not saying it wouldn't be a good build, Ronan. I don't know, like I do like the shotgun. I believe there's like a clip of me praising my love of the shotgun, actually. You can stab, chop, and hook. Do you want to hook a zombie, though? Do you want to hook a zombie? That sounds good, too. I was thinking like a halberd or other pole might be better than a spear, but if you swing in a wide arc, you might not have enough space. Who's up here? Hi. Hi, buddy. My little shelf in your way. It's too bad zombies don't know how to climb. Shotgun surgeon is a must. You can negate a max of like 15 to 18 points of armor. Your armor means nothing to me, the person with all the shotguns, see? I swear to God, if something jumps out at me right now. Jill, go to safety room. Go to your safety room, Jill. I hope the doorknob works. I just remembered that it was broken, at least on the other side. Oh, what the hell is that? Ah, Jill! Oh, Jill! Oh, Jill! Oh, no, Jill! Jill, you're so endangered right now! You're very much a species on a list of animals that are endangered and going to die, and I can't bring you back. Science isn't that far yet, Jill. Run! Run, Jill! I can't breed you from cells! Okay, we got out. It's fine. I'll calm down now. Oh my God. She's just very injured. She's very injured. Okay. We get motherboards and looks like the top tier means I can have 14 hard drives, because why wouldn't you want 4? I don't see why you wouldn't want 14 hard drives. I have an insane amount of hard drives. All the more technology. All the storage space. That's all I ever want. Okay, we're safe, everyone. I was very scared when 2 zombies appeared in the hallway. Oh my God. What the... Gifts? Yes, take the first aid spray. Jill, use first aid spray. Use. Jill is fine, everyone. We can stop panicking. I just didn't want her to die. We'd come so far and done so much. And in the end, it actually has mattered. Yes, save the game. Okay. Now, can I pick up everything else and just put that in my inventory? What is this? Well, Ronan, speaking of ammunition, I just found some incendiary shells. And And then this can... Can I have a clip? There we are. And then what we will do is we'll put... Combine. There we go. And then go back into our box. And then... There we go. Okay, so... Let's go get rid of that other death mask. Let's go. Crowbar might be better because it's easier to use doors with limited swing space. See, a crowbar I always have thought would be a very effective weapon during a zombie apocalypse. Because it would be so useful just outside of murdering a zombie. And, like, they're not about to get bent out of shape easily. Also, if you're trying to fight robots or enemies in your power armor, get pulse slugs. They do, like, damage or triple against robots and enemies wearing power armor. That's fair. You just annihilate it straight out the gate. And we've included a $100 wine voucher. I like that they're including a $100 wine voucher. I like that. They're like, are you on your PC? Have some wine. I do enjoy that when you get certain parts of computers. Sometimes you can get stuff like, I think Ozzy got Dark-Tied the game when he got a new graphics card and things like that. Might be good for you as a replay of something on stream, but good to keep in mind in case. It's I think, like, definitely if I was to do something like that, it would have to be like something like a shotgun run, but like with good karma or something crazy going on the side. Okay, so we're just trying to get... Where are we actually trying to go? We're trying to go outside because we have a death mask. That's what we're trying to do. There we go. Jill got there eventually. Eventually! We're starting, like, the thing is, we're still in the mansion. There's, like, apparently a lot more outside of the mansion, guys. Like, we're stream 4 and Jill is still inside this mansion. I suspect this game is going to take a lot longer than the 12 hours it said it would on the run through. But that's okay. We're going to get to know this game really, really well. Like, just thoroughly know this game and Jill and everything Jill stands for. We're going to really just mine Jill and find how she feels about life and everything, beyond even what she knew. We will drive her to the edge of insanity and bring her back time and time again. Hello! Creepy room with the coffin that spurts blood when I put death masks on. And apparently an infinitely long staircase tonight. Alright, what are you? You are... It's a death mask without eyes, nose, or mouth. Eyes, nose, or mouth. Eyes, nose, or mouth. Oh, you don't seem to have a mouth. Oh, no, hang on. You don't have eyes, nose, or mouth. Hang on. Let me put a little skin on your face. Here you go. Enjoy. There you are. Aren't you spiffy? Now, Jill. I understand you're having fun making the coffin drop, but do we really want to release what is inside that coffin? I'm just saying, Jill. Have we thought our plan through? Because I feel like we haven't. They even have a song called Eyeless. Oh, really? Nice. You got $280 worth of HelloFresh vouchers. Ooh, I've never used HelloFresh. Has anyone used HelloFresh at all? I've always been curious about, like, the thing is, I like having leftovers. So, like, I know everyone's like, HelloFresh is great because it has no leftovers. But I'm like, but I save money by making bulk meal and then having meal for, like, leftovers. Like, if I'm making burritos, I don't want to make one burrito. I want to make a bunch of burritos because then I have burritos for days. Even and there's a lever action shotgun so you can double dip. So you can do anything you want with the shotguns. So you're just big shotgun fan, Ronan? Or did you, like, watch someone do a playthrough recently and you're like, the shotgun was just so OP? Or had you been playing it and you're just like, the shotgun's pretty amazing? So, guys. This is what we're left with. We've now, I think, we've now acquired the other key. So, what we can do is let's investigate everything on the right. You just know a lot about the gun builds in New Vegas. Fair enough. You're just a big fan of the gun builds and stuff. Let's go and investigate all the red doors on the right, because obviously we need to find 2 more death masks. So that's what we're looking for, to release the bloody coffin, which is a poor idea, I think, honestly. I don't think it's a great idea, what Jill's doing, but we're going to support Jill in her horrible idea. Why? Because we're supportive people. Even when you see someone probably likely to unleash insanity and violence upon the world, if you're really their friend, you should support them in their endeavors. No matter how crazy they are. You've been considering it, but mostly because you hate going to the supermarket. Always forced to go late and struggle lately trying to figure out what I'm eating. If someone decides for me, I'm thinking I might eat better, but also it's a touch expensive for me. That's fair. So at least you've got the 280 vouchers, right? So you can test it out and be like whether or not you think it's actually worth the expense. Like, I've heard some people be like, especially when you don't have time to cook and stuff, people be like, it's the most amazing thing. Like, you have the pre-made meals, they're there, and it's all just ready to go. Will you open for me? Use the mansion key! We're in, everybody. I don't know if that's the old one or the new one, because once we've used all the key... That's very creepy music. I'm just going to put that out there. That was very creepy music we have. And there's a deer head. That's never a good sign, is it? When you just have a giant looming decapitated animal on your wall. Like, oh, hello, I'm Mr. Antlers. How are you going? I was killed in 1969 and I've been here for many years. I've seen all the comings and goings of the zombies. Wouldn't that be creepy if that became a zombie? Like, it's just this disembodied deer head. What's through there? There's another perk that was added in a DLC, the perk and stay back. Knocks enemies prone when you land shot with your shotgun. Oh, that would be neat. I'd love doing that. Oh, here's a creepy room. And hello, Matt. How are you going? I'd spoil the heck out of this game right now, but I have zero recollection of it. But I can't remember anything in the game. Fair enough. Make some lore up, Matt. Have fun. Zombies, maybe? You know, there have been some zombies. It's a little bit late for that spoiler, but there have been some zombies. Just make some stuff up and see if it lands. I never made it past the first zombie in the day. There's nothing in the drawers or the shelves. Okay. There's footprints. Look like they're headed straight through the bed. That's great, Jill. I'm so happy for you. A first aid kit. No, I will not take the first aid box. And thank you so much for the lurk, Sleepy. I super duper appreciate it. Alright, so... Can we go up this wall? Is there anything here? Oh, I think there's a plant. Will you take the green herb? I will not take the green herb. Alright, so there's green herbs there. Ooh! It looks like someone took something and left in a hurry. Okay, nice. There's an inkwell. I will take the ink ribbon. It looks like someone took something and then left in a hurry. Okay, so is there just nothing in this room? I don't think there's anything in this room. We'll leave. Oh, you actually meant to do a jump scare. Fair enough, Sleepy. I was like, oh, you're just like, I'm bored now. Jill has bored me. Come back when Jill has more zombie. I don't know how that happened. And the only way to defeat him is by capturing 11... Oh, the final boss is Dragon King Jesus. And the only way to defeat him is by capturing 11 of his friends and forcing them all to eat dinner on one side of a really long table. I thought you were going to be because it was a dragon. Like, and forcing them to be the Last Supper. Like, in a really dark twist on it. Like, Jesus has to eat his disciples for the Last Supper type thing. I'm not sure how that would be. Like, you've got like the 12 seats there. Oh, you know what you could do? On either side, it could be like a conveyor belt with the seats, and Jesus just eats you as you come down to him on the conveyor belt. So as the disciples come down for the Last Supper, like, it's not Jesus's Last Supper, it's their Last Supper. Rewrite of history. Judas never gets to knock off and tell everyone where Jesus is because he got eaten by Jesus. There you go. Cannibalism, guys. Solve everything. Wait, is it solving things if... Wait, no, you want Jesus to die, right? Because then your sins are absolved. So if Jesus lives, then that is bad, I guess. So, I guess what I'm saying is kill Jesus. This is a weird conversation. Anyway, we're in a different room now. Let's move on from that one. He didn't die for a full weekend. He didn't even die for a full weekend. Like, it took him about as long as it takes someone in Minecraft to mine through the wall, and then he just came out. With the right build, shotguns can kill death claws in like negative 10 seconds. In less than 10 seconds, I think, is less. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Death claws are pretty dangerous. Can you... The water tank smells like something... Hang on, what is that? Perhaps someone was using it to raise some kind of creature. That's nice, but what's on the wall, Jill? Jill, don't look at the tank. Will you take this fishhook? Yes. Oh no, please don't tell me I have too much in my inventory. Like, is there more? Because, like, this looks like a busy room. Researchers will. A letter is slipped inside. The top part of this letter is torn off. The rest of the letter is legible. Alma, I've tried to survive only to see you again, but my efforts only delayed the inevitable. I am infected, and there is no cure for what will follow, except to end my life before I lose the only thing that separates me from them, my love for you. In an hour, I've entered my eternal sleep, where there is peace. Please understand. Please know that I'm sorry. Martin Crackhorn. What a name. What a name. Hello, I'm Mr. Crackhorn. Sorry, did Crackhorn have anything else to say? No. Okay. Well, bye, Crackhorn. He wasn't dead. He was just someone over 30 experiencing a normal hangover. He just did a Romeo and Juliet, took some fake poison. This was Hello Fresh actually looks like decent value. 3 receipts for 2 people, recipes for 2 people, so 6 meals because I'm 1 people for $70 delivered on a Saturday. That's pretty decent. That's pretty decent. And on the case, it's full of various biological reports. Okay. The container is full of dead bugs. Will you take the bee specimen? This is what I meant. This looked like a busy room. I have a bee specimen. You can't carry anymore. No! I'm supposed to be at... Oh, no! Okay, hang on. Can I do anything with you guys? Can I examine you? What do you do, bee specimen? There's nothing unusual. Well, it's a dead bee. That's probably a bit unusual. They're not usually that well preserved. Like, I know it's a bee. Can I examine you? It's a hook for fishing. Good job, game. Can I stab the bee? I can't combine them. Why not? Why? I can stab anything if I try hard enough. Okay, so there's more stuff to pick up in this room. But, unfortunately, I made Jill pick up stuff. Jill, can you... Yes! Haha, I wasted a healing item. Good for me. Take it. Yes, I've got a... Nothing happens. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Dead bees is a serious problem. This is a real horror of Resident Evil all along. It's true, it's telling us the world is going to end because we don't have bees to pollinate things. Resident Evil has some good bugs. It has some excellent bugs. So, okay. We now have a bee lure, which... It's a lure shaped like a bee. There's no hook in it. Oh, okay, I have a hook! Can I put my hook into you? Oh, hang on. Combine. With that. Then why do I have another dead bee? Okay, I have a lure of a bee. Do you want... Because Resident Evil loves switching things up. Do you want my real bee? Do you want my real bee? I can give you my real bee. Yes, you wanted my real bee. Why do I have a lure? Okay. This is the first time a puzzle's actually paid off. There's... Okay, never mind. It never paid off. Will you take the bee specimen? No. Okay, so... Maybe it has something to do with the inspection. Okay, Do you want something over here? Assorted fishing lures. Should I... Does this make you happy? Has this appeased you? Will you take the bee specimen? No. A collection of insect specimens. Yes. We're not going to question it. No one question what just happened. I'm being attacked by a bee. Jill, shoot it. Or steal the... You know what, Jill? Just take the gold shiny. I hope you're not allergic to bees. Take the shiny. Will you take the wind crest? Yes, I don't... Jill, leave the bee alone. Jill, we're going away from the bee. The bee owns this land now. It's the bee's world. Go, Jill. I fed your only healing item to yourself when you didn't need it. How hurt is Jill? Jill is fine. The bee did nothing. Knife it. I put my knife away, Sleepy. I put my knife in my chest. Have you found Jill's EpiPen yet? I haven't, Barry. I have keys. Okay, so, we have this. A wind crest. There's an icon depicting wind. Good job for me. Check. Okay. It's not as bad as the giant cockroaches in Resident Evil 5. Oh my god, no, you are correct. That was much, much worse. I love this X-Files music playing right now. Alright, so a bee attacks you. That's fine. Oh, we're actually not injured, so you can screw off. What's in our kit? We have too much stuff. It's so strange playing this game and just knowing how little inventory I have. It's like playing an RPG, but your DM's actually paying attention to how much you're carrying. And you're like, but I want to carry all the skulls of my enemy. You can't stop me. DM is like, yes, I can. That can't carry that much. Which is why I always have a bag of holding. No, the bee room! Oh, Jill. Oh, Jill, you poor woman trapped in a nightmare. God, and the thing is this, we know that there's a giant snake still somewhere in the building. Because Richard said so. So, at some point, we're going to be attacked by a giant snake. A picture of a woman being menaced. Wait, is that what it's actually called? That's amazing. Just a picture of a woman being menaced. Sick D&D reference, bro. Do you believe I can skateboard now, Sleepy? Do you believe I can skateboard now? Everyone knows if you can put sick D&D references into things, then that means you can skateboard. That's what D&D nerds are known for, right? An unlit fireplace. I don't have my lighter! Oh, I hate myself. Okay. I bet if I had my lighter, I could set it on fire. It's very dark in here. It's locked. No, wait. Hang on. Don't I have all the keys? Don't I have all the keys? She says, breaking down mentally inside. I thought I had all the keys. Okay, so let's have a look at the map. So on the map, this is a dark room. I suspect we need to get the lighter and bring it here, maybe with oil to actually set that thing on fire. So, we're going to the save room, everybody. To the save room. It would be nice. I would like to think we can get Jill out of this building tonight, or at least find the giant snake. I wouldn't mind finding the giant snake either. Oh my god, the save room was actually like right next door to us. That was actually quite nice for once. Do you have kerosene? I think we do have some kerosene left as well. So we're gonna quickly save, because why not? Saving content. And quickly go back here. Where are our save files? Good job, Talos. I like that you've put one right down there. You won't forget about that at all, I'm sure. Later on, when you're wondering where that is. See, now the thing is, we only have one slot left. Should we keep the wind thing with us or put it down? Because I like to have 2 slots available. Like, I could put the grenade launcher in, but I'm scared of running into the snake. Alright, we're just gonna hate ourselves. This is fine. No, kerosene, 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 Jill. Go back, go back, go back. It looks empty. Yes, our thing is empty, but the kerosene here, we can refill it in the, Yeah, no, that thing's empty. That thing's empty. What I meant was we do have a little bit left, is I'll show you what I meant. When I get her back into here. Come on, Jill. Here, this thingy. I think this is empty. Yep, okay, so now we're out of kerosene. So we can't just keep burning bodies. We need this kerosene to set stuff on fire. It isn't just, but I never thought I would say that. I never thought I'd be anti-burning a body, but here we are. There is another kerosene bottle somewhere. I know that. There is another one somewhere in one of the rooms. Far, far away. Let's go, Jill. You've got this. We all really believe in you, Jill. To the fireplace. An unlit fireplace. We won't be unlit for long. Oh my god, we only could get one. Huzzah! Lines carved into the relief glow red in the intense heat. Is that... Jill, did we use up our kerosene for that? We didn't. Okay. Do you... Wait, is that a map of the mansion? Oh my god, it is. It's 100% a map of the mansion. Look at that. That has to be a map. Like that, I'm pretty sure is a map of the mansion. Maybe. Now I'm doubting myself. Anyway. Wait, was that all we did? Do you want my wind? It's not necessary to use the item. Okay, it doesn't want my wind crest. Why else did we... The dark forest stretches as far as your eyes can see. There doesn't seem to be any houses in the area. Well, that's probably for the best, Jill, to be honest. Like... This seems to be a pretty infectious... Do you think the fire comes back into play later on? I can't seem to do anything else in this room. I was wondering if I could pick up that book, but... Unless I'm touching the wrong pixel. No. Okay. I wonder if the original only had the map and didn't have a menu map. Oh my god, imagine if that was it. Like, you had that map and nothing else. Alright, so we lit this room on fire for no reason. That's fine. We'll go back out. Maybe it just makes the room... Look, honestly, I wouldn't be mad if that was it. If there was like, yeah, no, you didn't have to come back here. It just makes the room nicer. It's just a way for us to lighten the mood, you know? We thought after the dark, creepy castle and all the zombies coming at you, it'd be nice just to have a quick break, get near some fire, roast a couple of marshmallows. You know, reminisce on that Jill sandwich joke we told earlier. That was a funny one and certainly intended to become an internet meme. Usually when you light a room on fire, it tells you you're doing it for no reason. That's incorrect, Barry. When I light a room on fire, there's always a reason. Usually because my enemies live in there. I never light a fire for no reason, even if it's just science. Science is a reason, you know. Kinda want to keep the lighter on me sometimes. No, that's fine. Alright. So, I'm sure we have more rooms to discover. Okay, so that's locked. Oh, hang on. What about... Okay, so it looked like there were some red lines up this way. Have we... That room's locked, right? I'm pretty sure that room is locked. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, because that's where we go with the fire. So, we go this way then. That will just take us out, but we can go through there. Maybe that room isn't locked anymore? I think that's actually where Richard lives. So if we go back to there, maybe we can get through Richard's door now. And we can find out what Richard was hiding, aka the giant snake. Yeah, we went to that creepy room, so we're going to ignore that. And I'm pretty sure Richard's dead body is this way because he was really rude and he died on us, which is just rude. When you're trying to save someone and they just die on you. Alright. Yes! Dead body Richard! Dead boy Richard! Dead boy Richard! Let's go. Open the door, Jill. You can do it. I've gotcha. Okay. I was going to redeem interesting fact, but I was waiting for more people to be in chat. Fair enough, fair enough. Well, redeem if you want. I actually like tonight's. Well, I always like tonight's, but you know what I mean. I thought I quite enjoyed finding out about this one. You might know this one. It's one of those ones where it's like people either know it or they don't. Which is a stupid sentence to say about interesting facts, because that's true anyway, regardless of what the interesting fact is. There's no further use of the key. Yes! Yes! Discard the key! Discard the key! Discard the key! Inventory slot free! Inventory slot free! I'm so happy about discard. I've never been so jazzed in a game to know I've opened every single door that exists. What is Resident Evil doing to me? Like, I'm here having a small victory because I got rid of a key and I opened up an inventory slot. This is like a hoarder's worst nightmare. Can you imagine if you were a hoarder and you're trying to play this game and the game's like, you only get 8 items. You can't have more. And the hoarder's like, I need all of them. This key literally won't do anything else. I need the key. There's nothing unusual. Are you sure? Because like, didn't another key, oh no, another key turned into a key. All right, please don't be the giant snake on the other side. Why are you blaming Richard? He's an innocent man. He's a dead man. Literally. I'm blaming Richard because he's taking me to a giant snake. Alrighty, so death is whimsical today. Interesting fact, Sleepy. Right, so in 2013, Scott Cawthon was a guy who created video games, and he released one in 2013. He'd released a bunch of games before then, so Scott had done like quite a few. They were actually very Christian-orientated games a lot of the time. Not always, but often. Most of them were games that were released either on mobile or just like these software share sites and stuff. Like you probably, like Flash games and stuff, you probably wouldn't have ever actually played any of Scott's games that he was releasing around that time, because they were just like, he released a lot. They were, you know, cheap, quick things like that. But he did care about his work, and so he released Chipper and Sons lumber company game in 2013, and he was quite happy with this one. He thought it was quite great. So you basically played a beaver in it who was like a humanoid beaver. You like, you know, those creepy ones like that you get like where they're like the animal but they like the people hands and stuff. And the beaver was, you know, the son working for his dad, who was Chipper. And so he had to do things like collect wood, have conversations with people, and just build certain stuff, right? 2013 is a cursed year. Is a cursed year. And so basically, like, that's all Scott had to do. And the thing is, though, when people reviewed it, they didn't like the game. And it wasn't the gameplay itself. It was actually the characters. They didn't like his beavers. They found them terrifying. So I did look up Chipper and Sons, the game. I looked it up there. It does exist on the internet. And yes, the beaver has certain soulless eyes that do terrify you. So it's scary. And a particularly famous critic, like a gaming critic at the time, Jim Sterling, actually called it unintentionally terrifying. You know these creepy beavers, Sleepy? And so basically Scott was actually at that point, he was really disheartened by it. He was tempted not to, like, just to stop gaming, like to stop creating games. He's like, if they're going to keep hating my stuff. But then Scott basically snapped. And he was like, screw you. Do you know what I'm going to do instead? I'm going to try and make something even scarier. Because he was like, I bet you I can make something even more terrifying than those stupid beavers. So that's what he did. He ended up doing it, and in 2014, so not even like a year later, basically, in 2014, he releases the game on Desura, which is a digital distribution site. And from there, it was able to be greenlit on Steam, when Steam still did their greenlit program. And once it was greenlit on Steam, YouTube found it, and all the YouTubers were like, oh my god, this game, and it blew up. So that's actually why we have Five Nights at Freddy's. So if those who don't know, that's actually the game that Scott mascot created in response to his beavers being made fun of. So if you make fun of a beaver, you might get a nightmare, is the moral of the story. But Scott ended up releasing Five Nights at Freddy's. He never released any other games other than Five Nights at Freddy's from that series after this, because why would you not? And then he ended up retiring in 2021, a very, very rich man. But yes, so Five Nights at Freddy's basically came into existence because someone made Scott feel bad about his creepy, creepy beaver. Revenge motivated success. It's the best kind of success. I like how Jill was just thinking that. But yes, had you heard of that one, Sleepy, before? Because I came across that today and I hadn't heard that was why Five Nights at Freddy exists. Oh my god, it's here. Oh, Jill, can you run out of the room? Jill, run out of the room. Jill, that's not your inventory. I don't know what to do with the snake. Retired after 7 years of released Five Nights at Freddy. What a champ. I know, right? I don't know what to do with the snake. Okay, not that. Oh my god. Oh god, Jill! You're going to be murdered, Jill! I'm so sorry, Jill! I don't know what to do, Jill! I'm very bad at the controls and it's a very big snake! Oh, can I just take this and run? Oh god. Where was the exit? Is that the exit? Oh my god. Do I have to kill the snake? Can we take its bones? We can't, we're running. Jill, are you okay? Jill is poisoned. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jill, don't you die!
Poisoned serum.
Sit. Yeah. Sorry, what just happened? Hang on. I was just literally terrified of a giant snake. I love how long we waited in that room with the interesting fact, and I was like a pixel away from activating that scene the entire time. Oh, did we get the serum?
Barry?
Barry, why do you keep leaving Jill alone?
Barry?
Barry! Barry, stop being so menacing. Barry, you really are very menacing in this game. Is Jill fine? Jill's fine now. We're fine, everyone. We just got a little bit bit.
Barry! Where's Barry?
Barry.
Well, I'm sorry, but he's probably the most powerful biological weapon in the world.
Barry! Where's Barry? Excellent timing there, Shadow. Barry, where's Barry? I mean, people saying the beavers are creepy were probably right, so they helped him realize his true potential. They did. It's so funny when you go back and, because what it was the game is actually up on, if you Google the title of the game, it'll come up, but due to popular demand, aka all the hardcore fans of Five Nights at Freddy's, it was put up on the internet, and you have a bunch of, it's so funny going through the comments on the game, because you have a bunch of people coming in thinking that they're super clever, because like, obviously they're the first person to come in and be like, oh my god, this would be so scary if it was animatronics, woo! And then you get a bunch of comments like that, where people think they're being smart. And then you get a bunch of people basically being like, wow, you can see why he turned it into that. Or you get a bunch of people being like, it's a great game, stop talking about Five Nights at Freddy, this game isn't getting the love it deserves. And I'm like, the game doesn't deserve love. Like, the game doesn't deserve love. I'm sorry, but it's just a little tiny mobile game. But I enjoyed the number of comments of hardcore fans of Chipper and Sons Lumberco that get really mad at the Five Nights at Freddy fans. So apparently if you managed to get the serum to Richard before he died, he would have joined you when the snake attacks. Oh, really? Am I able to kill the snake, Barry, or is that just a no-go room now? Is that what that room is now? I never knew that fact because I'm not a huge fan of Freddy, but it's truly interesting. It is. It's it was actually the conversation we had last stream that made me go, you know, I'm going to look into some interesting facts on some games. So I've got a couple of other things that I kind of want to look up. I do. Okay, I actually have a very fun one that I I read about, which I don't think can be its own interesting fact. So when I was trying to find some interesting game facts, one of them that came up was Lara Croft. So you know how Lara Croft is obviously known for her well-endowed chest area. Apparently that was a mistake. So most people think, as did I, that it was done intentionally. That when they created Lara Croft, the designers were like, tee woman, make giant chest. Like, I figured that's what they were doing, and so did everyone else. But no, basically, apparently when the guy was like making her, like modeling the character, he meant to increase the chest area by like 50% just to be like boobies. So she had some, but he accidentally increased it by 150% and didn't notice straight away. And by the time he noticed and went back to correct it, other designers had seen it and they were like, no, leave the boobies. Leave the boobies. And so he did. And that's why Lara Croft is a very well-endowed woman. No, she's known for shooting animals. That too. She's also known for that. It doesn't look like the snake was killable in that fight from what I can see. Okay, good. So I was just meant to run in, grab the death mask and run around like the coward I've made Jill be. Good. But yeah, I thought that was very funny. Like, again, this guy, like, they did not mean to do that to Lara Croft at all. And then everyone else on the team was like, no, this looks great. Those pixels, thumbs up. But yeah, no, it's so interesting how so many games, like Five Nights at Freddy, again, the guy would never ever have even thought to do Five Nights at Freddy. He was doing Christian-orientated games. Like, that's the thing. Like, he was making mainly Christian fun family games. And then basically, because everyone, like, made fun of him, he created Five Nights at Freddy's, which is amazing. Some mistakes are meant to be... It wasn't a mistake, it was an act of God. Examine. It's a death mask without a nose. Cool. So, you have no nose, and you must sneeze. I like that. I have no nose, but I must sneeze. Oh, you can't... Am I not facing you correctly? One chain left. I guess there's a door somewhere we haven't opened. So we've gotten 3 death masks on. We've got 1 death mask left. And we don't really have any clue as to where to find it, but that's okay. We'll get there. We now know not to go into giants. I've got to say, that was a very cool snake, though. One, I am confused as to why there is a giant snake in the mansion. But, very cool snake. I really liked the animations. It was quite... I wish I could have kept Jill in the room longer to adore the snake and just be like, look at the snake, everyone. So... that room is locked off. We know that. I don't think we've tried this side with the new key. So we'll go to that side. We'll go to the west. If that's the case, the sneeze comes out of their eyes instead. Barry, why would it come out of their eyes and not the mouth? That's a good point. Sleepy's got a good point. Zombies and zombie dogs? Normal. Giant snake? Weird. Well, yeah! Zombies and zombie... Like, if it was a zombie snake, Barry, I wouldn't bat an eye at it. But it's not a zombie snake, now is it? It's a giant snake. It's not zombified at all. Even a giant zombie snake. Oh, that's horrific. Specifically because of that It would be. Oh, you wouldn't know what was eyeball juice and snot, would you? Because it would all just be squish. Barry, why you put this in our minds? Why you do this, Barry? Let's go through the... Come on, Jill. Jill, you can do it. I trust you, Jill. Go through door. Okay. So, looking at our map... I thought there were more red dots. Oh, Jesus. On the first floor, there's a lot of red. There is a lot we actually haven't touched on the first floor. Let's actually go back out. No, actually, you know what? We should double check that the left-hand side is completely clear. So, we'll stay here for now and we'll go upstairs. Hang on, no, I think this way is where we want to go. Down this way, past Kenneth. If memory serves. Or maybe not. Oh wait, no. Down we go. Can I get through any of these doors? Last time you said Taylor says eyelashes under her skin. Why do you love eye horror? I don't like this trend. That's true. Barry is getting pretty into eye horror, isn't he? Barry and his eye horror. It's because he's a robot. He doesn't have real eyes. He doesn't understand sight. It's locked from the other side. Well, that's depressing. Is there anything else down here that we can terrifyingly try to touch? Yes, over this corner. Ah, the power doesn't seem to be turned on. Alright, everyone. So remember, creepy kitchen exists and we're probably going to have to come back here, which is not going to be fun. This was a meme references or... Sure. Sure, Barry. So I might actually call tonight's stream a little bit shorter than normal. Just because I ended up having to stay up way later than normal last night, and I had a very, very long day at work. So I might... I want to try check the rooms first, though. I'm just starting to feel myself fatigue a little bit. You know when you start to feel yourself fatigue? Just a little bit. But, let's... Oh, there he is. There's old mate. I was wondering where he was. The bodies are making me nervous as well, Sleepy, but unfortunately there's nothing I can do about them right now. So we're going to ignore them. There's crows screaming. We won't shoot the crows. God, they get me every single time. Yep, you keep screaming now. You do you. You scream, my dears, you scream. And through here... the bodies make me so nervous. Whenever I see them now in the game, I'm always like, you're gonna come back as one of those friggin' crimsons. Ah, right. Okay, good. So, this is gonna be our test to see whether or not we have actually gone through every door. And then if we can't open these two doors here, then we know everything we need to do is on the right-hand side of the map. It's locked. An emblem of a helmet. Okay, so we need this stupid other key. And we need to just go that way. So... just to double check, and then that way we can just be certain. This is where the other save room is. Go through here. Yeah, I mean, if you're tired, then you should sleep. I'm a firm believer in sleep. I recommend it all the time. Would you say that that sleep should reign? Sleep. Well done, Barry. Well done indeed. I very much agree with you, Sleepy. Sleep is very, very important. I try not to, especially what I do obviously is like very physical labor and stuff during the day. God, there was something I wanted to tell you guys about that I found today. It was so weird. What was it? Oh my god. Oh, that's right. It was actually sad. That's locked. Okay, so the left-hand side is locked. So, one of the companies that sends some stuff to us is basically a site where people can get rid of all their old electronics and things like that. And something that people consider to be electronics are videotapes, cassette tapes, and CDs and stuff. And today I was going, like, we got this big delivery and I was in a certain section of it. And I was going through it and I realized that it kind of made me sad because basically all this stuff that was in there, right? It was all this like really, really old, like these cassettes and videotapes and CDs, and like these were proper old cassettes, and they were all things like recordings of like Lord of the Rings and like old school like Lord of the Rings recordings and Sherlock Holmes and like Lovecraft stuff and all these like really old fantasy and sci-fi like really classic stories. Like there's a War of the World ones, and like these were like really, really, really like these would have been like 70s, 80s CDs for a lot of them type stuff. Obviously the CDs later, but it was just so old and stuff, and like they were all just kind of like put in these boxes that were clearly like organized and stuff, and they'd just been thrown out. And I was like doing this, and I realized,
pitter-patter, let's get at her.
I realized that most likely what it was somebody's relative had died, and they'd gone through their house and they were throwing out all the stuff they didn't see was useful. So like some old nerd has probably died, and like their family members have gone through and they've looked at all these like really precious old collections of stuff and just chucked it all out. It was someone's special collection, and I realized like at first, because I saw like this really old like oh damn you helmet, like Lord of the Rings one, and I was like, oh, and like that's when I started noticing all the artwork and stuff, and I was like, this is vintage, this is like legitimately vintage. It was like all kept and everything. It was so depressing when I realized. I was like, no, some stupid relative doesn't realize how special all this is. Stupid relative. Like, can I touch you then? There are yeah, no, I didn't think so. Alright, so we know these are locked. I'm just trying to confirm which we have and which we haven't checked. So we still can't get through this jerk face. And hello Ozzy, how are you going? I hope you're going well. That's locked, so if we go up, but that's locked from the outside, isn't it? Like we can't actually get there. Where would we go next then? We can't go here. Do you think we have to go through here and do that door? That's the only thing I can think of. Which is going to be terrifying. Alright, let's see if that leads us to the next section. Maybe they didn't die. Maybe they just decided to throw them out so they could focus on their dream of becoming the world's best chef. Like, that's the thing. Like, part of me really wants to believe that the person was just like, do you know what? I've modernized. I like modern things now, and I have all of this on Audible or something. But then another part of me was like, no. Like, you just know that that's not what's happened. Can I go through here? You do find some very strange things sometimes. I was trying to dodge. Taser them, Jill. Taser them. Oh my god! Why? Why are there so many in this one room? I wasn't expecting that many. And hello, Spider-Man. How are you going? I hope you're going well. Totally didn't die of a heart attack, not noticing you're at max volume. Oof. Oof. What an intro to come into. That's awesome. The tasering was cool, but I think, yeah, now we have no defensive items. We just used every single defensive item in that room. We've been holding them for ages. But I hope you're going well, Spider-Man, other than being terrified of me shouting into the mic. We found a new door. Oh, hang on. No, we didn't. Well, I guess we'll go to the save room. Just in case. Because I will... Yeah. This is the save room. Let's grab some ink. Okay. Good little wake up. Good little wake up indeed. You're like, now I'm 100% awake. I wish Jill had more tasers now. I really wish Jill had more tasers. We're gonna save there. Because I'm kind of thinking, like, we probably could have, like, avoided all of those zombies altogether. So I might... Like, we could have 100%, I reckon, avoided every single one of those zombies. Oh, and then we would still have like 3 items to back us up for like when we're actually in trouble. I can make green tea or orange pekoe tea. No clue which. Flip the tea bags in the air and the first one to hit the ground, make that one. It's a variation of flipping the coin. Shoot, I've locked myself out. I think. Oh my god, how do I get to the balcony? Okay, there's a red line here. I'm starting to get confused by the map where it wants me to go. Alright, through we go. Combine them, Freck. That's true. Put both in. Oh god, I'm starting to yawn. Oh, it's the fire room. Okay. I hate the emblem. I'm just trying to remember where we're meant to be goddamn going now. You should commune with the court. With the count. Because if we go down, then that way's locked. And then we didn't want to be... Because we're on the second floor, so we want the first floor, do we? If we go down here... Yeah, because like this... There's only one way through, and it's through this door. And it's locked. So I think when we go through... Hang on, how does that work? So we go through here. We get scared by the zombies. We came through here, and then we shouldn't go into that right one. We should keep going forward through there. Anywho, how is Resident Evil? Resident Evil is great, though it can be confusing at times. But it's going really good. Hey, did you ever play Resident Evil Spider-Man at all? It's a fun yet confusing game. God, so sorry. If I bring Jill through... Jesus, I am starting to get tired, aren't I? If I bring Jill through... I'm just curious now what's up through that door. Let's go. I've wasted all of my items. Foolishly. How could I have done that? Operation Raccoon City. I remember everyone gets so, like, they're like, don't you play Raccoon City, it's not good. I'm like, it's quite, like, I'm sure it's going to be, I'm going to play it. I'm going to have fun, I bet. Alright. I'm so bad at dodging the zombies, so this may kill Jill. The door doesn't have a doorknob. It doesn't, but you can get into it. We broke the doorknob, so you've broken the door. We've broken the doorknob from the other side. So we can't... Everything on the second floor we've discovered and locked, but the first floor has doors there that we haven't. It's just that apparently I go through the wrong one. So unfortunately for Jill... we have to go through there again, but we have no defensive items, so I may have to start actually trying to murder. My pressure... See, I should have my... Do I have my grenade launcher still? I should probably save that for the snake in case it comes back though, right? But to be fair, I did like lob a grenade at nothing, so... Let's go, Jill. Alright, this time we're gonna be prepared. We're gonna shoot the zombies. Though I guess, like, if they're there, they won't come back as crimsons, and crimsons move faster and are more scary. Alright, Jill. Yes, get bitten by the zombie, Jill. That's... Oh my god. Oh my god. No! 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 I didn't mean to shriek just then. It's just that I was walking Jill in circles. We're not going through that door. Excellent opening gambit there. They got masks. That's pretty cool. They do have... Like, look, masks are pretty neat. Okay, so we haven't been through this door. Those cameras are not doing you any favors. They're not. They're not. Poor Jill. You literally ran circles around them. Oh my god, that was so awkward. I'm like, no, Jill, please don't do it. Locked. Use. Oh, look, it opened a door. Yes. Oh my god, it opened a door, and we're down a key. Okay, this makes it all worth it. This makes everything worth it.
Victory is mine.
It is. It is. What is screaming at us? Hello. Please don't murder Jill. A picture of a sage wearing a necklace. It's set in red stained glass. There's a switch here. Press it. Yes. The picture of the sage is turned a deep red. The picture of a saint wearing a crown. It's set in yellow stained glass. There's a switch here. Press it. The picture of the saint has turned orange. A picture of a saint wearing a crown. It's glowing with an orange light. There's a switch here. Press it. The picture of the saint has turned pure white. The crows are making me nervous. The elites are protected by 3 spirits. A picture of a woman wearing a bracelet, a necklace, and a crown. There's a switch at the bottom of the picture. Oh god, the crows attacked. Okay. I can't get Jill to stop being attacked by crows. Okay, so I pissed the crows off with that one. Yes, I'm thinking that what I'm meant to do is I'm meant to make the pictures have the same color as the necklace, the bracelet, and the head. Unfortunately, the crows are attacking me now. No, I don't want to press it. No, I don't mean to press that twice. Okay, so I can't. When she goes in, I can't. Yeah, I can't. I'm guessing that it's like. So I'm guessing it's like the a picture of a valiant wearing a bracelet, and so that should be orange. It's sending your cigarette. There's a switch here. Press it. Yes. Okay. And then we've got to go through. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually, just because I've started to yawn, I'm going to call the stream here, and this is where we'll pick up next Tuesday. I will go back and redo the room before I make the crows angry, because we're pretty certain that we know how to fix this one, right? We just need to make the bracelet, the head, and the necklace all the same color. So that's going to be just switching it. I suspect the crows don't attack, like how the knights don't send out gas unless you get it wrong. So I suspect the crows don't attack unless we do that. Grenade them. Watching her aim off to the side was a little sad. It's actually like, the thing is, with the angles, you can't, it doesn't aim the way you want it to aim. That's my problem. But, and I don't think I'm going to have enough bullets to do that and live. So I'm going to call it there. They had to But yes, so I'm gonna call it there for now, and this is where we'll come back as we're doing this puzzle, because hopefully what will happen is after that we get the next death mask or the last key, and then from there we should be able to solve the mansion and next stream get out of the mansion. So we should be able to actually get out of the whole thing at that point. Which will be great. I hate, like, the moment I walked into that room and I was like, yeah, the option is to kill the crows. I'm like, this is going to be annoying and hard to do with the camera angles. But that's what we're going to do next Tuesday. As for this Saturday, that's the streamiversary. So that's when that will be officially the 2nd year of streaming completed. So we'll be doing Fable 2 on that, but we'll start with a video of Andy Griffith's book being burnt and just a short slideshow I'll make of like a summary of our 2nd year, the games we did and things like that, like I did for the first one. But so that should be a lot of fun. So hopefully you guys can join for the Saturday fun for the stream anniversary, and then it'll be Vampire the Masquerade on the Sunday, obviously. We'll be back to that, and then Tuesday, Thursday will be Resident Evil. And yes, there was some good progress tonight. We did make some fantastic progress. I'm actually very happy. We actually went pretty far. We're getting better at Resident Evil, guys. We're getting better at Resident Evil. And next stream sounds awesome. I hope it does, Sleepy. One, the burning of Andy's book. I think everyone's just waiting for that. But a giant thank you, everyone, for jumping in and joining me on the fun that is, Resident Evil and the insanity there. And a big thank you to everyone who does just lurk or does just watch the VODs. I do super duper appreciate it. But you all have an absolutely fantastic rest of your time zone, or wherever you all are. And I will catch you later.